Hi, Carmel. How are you? Hello in general. I am not dead. I lived. I returned. Sorry for the absence. It was longer than I anticipated. Was not necessarily my intention. I don't feel great about it. But I, hello, Carmel. How you been? How you been, sweetheart? Yes, I apologize. I do feel genuinely bad about being gone for so long, and we'll talk about, I'm sure, everything that's been going on. I say it like that; it makes it sound dramatic. I don't want to sound dramatic. It's just like I've been getting myself in the right headspace. I needed a break after my break. I'll share this whole story if a few more people trickle in. But what you been up to? It's been like about a month. Maybe a little bit less than a month. Actually, it's been over a month. I lied. It's been about 6 weeks. What exciting adventures have you been up to in that time? Me, these past few weeks have just been routine work, and agonizing work at that. Because I'm waiting to transition to like a different position that's going to be totally, it's going to be a lot easier. Well, I don't know about a lot easier. My daily schedule will be a lot less busy, which will at very least come as like a good quality of life improvement for me. Because I won't be feeling like I have to get to work early every day in order to accomplish everything effectively, and I should be able to leave earlier on a regular basis. Your music group's on off seasons and no more performances. Is that a good thing? A bad thing? Nice to have a break sometimes, certainly. But also, I'm sure it's something that you enjoy doing. I've been thinking about an instrument recently. Not a specific one. I'm considering getting into a new instrument. But I have yet to decide what exactly I want to get into. And the impetus for this, the motivation, is oh shit. My special effects not on? I'm so pale. It's the exact opposite of me. I'm actually rather tan for my existence right now, which I hate. I wish I was tan, or I wish I was back to being pale. Can we activate and then load a preset? Load a preset. Is it not in this? Maybe? Oh, there it is. Okay. We got it. We got it. Now I look a little bit more sexy. There we go. More time to watch streams. Well, that's good news. That's good news. That gives me motivation to stream more. Knowing that you'll be here. But yeah, I'm thinking about picking up a new instrument, which is a ridiculous thing for me to say because it's not like I'm one of those people that knows how to play lots of different instruments. That's not me. But me and my friend are going on a trip in a couple of years, and we were talking about it. And one of his conditions for the trip is that we both bring an instrument because we will be backpacking. And he's going to bring a small guitar, and he wants me to bring an instrument to accompany and play on my own. And so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to bring for that. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't really want to carry around something big, but at the same time, nothing small is really compelling, so I'm trying to figure out. You restart in the fall. So you run from fall through the spring? Is that your typical season? That sounds about right. I guess that's what we would do when I was in choir. Clarinet, I'm you have to understand, I'm not like super musically inclined. Unbiased trust. Yes. This is coming from someone who certainly has no personal investment in any particular kind of instrument. I thought about picking up like the piccolo or some sort of flute, which is still kind of on my list, but fretting worries me. I've never tried it. I don't know how adept I would be at learning all the different fret patterns, but I'm a little bit worried about that. And if I got it, I wouldn't get like a metal flute or something like that. Start with flute and evolve to piccolo. Well, I'd get like a wooden one, you know. That's what I would be looking at, is some sort of like wooden flute, not a traditional one, or I guess a more traditional one, rather than like an orchestral flute. The card fingerings. Thank you. Yes, the fingerings. I don't know how adept I'd be at those and remembering them. I guess with enough practice, I probably could develop a decent memory for them. But I was talking to my friend who plays the piccolo, and has for many years, and I was like, I'm kind of a person to just learn like patterns, you know? Because that's how I play guitar. I just learn, I guess I know some chords, but I know just like patterns of finger movement. I don't actually know scales all that well. And I was like, I'd probably do the same thing if I got like a wind-based instrument, a flute or something. And she laughed at the idea that I wouldn't be doing scales. So that kind of intimidates me, because I've never been much of a scale person. I wish I was. Like, I wish when I had learned, because when I learned guitar, quote unquote learned guitar, I went to lessons and I told my parents, they were like, we would like you to take an instrument. And I'm like, okay, but I don't want the lessons to be, I don't want them to be like overly serious. I don't want people, like, I don't want my person stressing me out with the expectations every year, or every month, every week even. Yume, hello. The reason I'm here this week, the person that motivated me. How are you, darling? Thank you for the motivation. Thank you for checking on me as well. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you again. She did beat me up. You should have seen the DMs. There were knees to the solar plexus. There was like neck snapping and throat slitting. Like, it was violent. It was violent. It was a veritable Tarantino movie up in here. When I was talking about myself, that's all right. I'll probably restate myself because that's what I do, because I can never remember what I said. Yeah, when I started taking guitar lessons, I didn't want them to like stress me out, because I had enough on my plate in school that I wasn't about to be like, oh, I didn't practice my guitar this week. So I got a really chill guitar teacher who had to be like 19. And like clearly just smoked a bunch of weed and was pretty good at guitar, admittedly. I think I was his drug fund. Like, I think my parents just paid for his drugs. But I just go in there every week and he'd be like, what do you want to work on? And I didn't fucking know. I was like 14. And this is the exact situation in which you're supposed to be like, okay, you're going to work on scales and you need to get better at strumming patterns and all of this. Like, I needed more direction if I was really going to learn the instrument. And he was just like, what do you want to learn? And I was like, I don't know. Here's a cool song. And he was like, cool, let's learn it. And so for a while I knew like how to play a few songs, but I didn't really know how to play the guitar, if that makes sense. And that still kind of speaks to my current skill set, but it is something I'd like to get better at. Clarinet fingerings are relatively simple. Are they different? I mean, I guess it would make sense that they'd be different for every instrument. That does seem unnecessarily complicated. Big props to anyone who can do multiples, though. Because I imagine that would get very confusing, and getting those wires crossed would be very easy very quickly. So yeah. Someone suggested harmonica, which was kind of a funny idea, even though I think it would be pretty difficult to actually get good at the harmonica. The farther down you go, the lower you go. Well, that's pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Alas, I don't think I'm going to be carrying a clarinet while backpacking, which is the other component to it. I could just do a recorder, but I think the recorder gets a bad rap for being like a child's instrument, which isn't fair because I can't play the recorder, and people who can play the recorder well are actually like, it's kind of impressive because it's an instrument, and playing an instrument is impressive regardless of what it is rather. So yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be some sort of wind instrument because that would be really easy and relatively cheap. I got like a wooden flute or something. I don't know. I got time to figure it out, but I got to get on it pretty soon because I got to start practicing. Case is pretty small. I guess admittedly I don't have a good concept of how large a clarinet is. I'm gonna have to like go to the instrument store and just be like, yes, I would like one instrument, please. Can you give me one of your finest instruments? You have to play with Legos whenever you play? You'll have to explain that. Oh, you have to put all the pieces together. That's right. I remember seeing people do that, and I was always confused by how many pieces there are of a clarinet. Because there's more than two, and you would definitely suspect it only to be two pieces. I don't quite understand. So yeah, I'm exploring that. What else is going on? So I guess story-wise, like, and people will trickle in. I went on my vacation, which was nice. It was very nice, actually. It was perhaps too nice of a vacation. I got to spend a lot of time with family, which was very nice, and Japan was beautiful. Like, it is beyond words, beyond description for me. I can't, like, I don't want to be the white guy who like goes to Japan and pretends like his entire life has changed and like he just falls in love with it. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that stereotype. I don't want to be that I don't want to be that person, but at the same time it was a very meaningful experience for me. And that was nice. It was really, really nice and gave me a lot of things to think about. The downside of that is when I came back to the United States, I got quite depressed. And part of that was probably just like, it was my first time traveling, really traveling. And I was going to have to go back to work, and so I was no longer on vacation. Like, some of it was part of that, but a lot of it was like the reverse culture shock of coming back to the United States and realizing how deeply unhappy I am with like the area that I live in. So that sucked. And that paired with some pretty difficult readjustments to the like sleeping schedule, readjusting from jet lag and all that kind of stuff. I got like really depressed. For a couple weeks. So I worked on that, kind of climbed my way out of that. I'm working on getting back to my healthy habits. The other element of everything is like before I left, I was really like, I was burning myself out. And I think I talked to you guys about it on stream at least once. Like, my schedule was, I was booked every day except for weekends, like sun up to sundown. And even before that a little bit. Like, I would wake up at 5 o'clock and I would go and work out, and then I'd work all day, and then I'd come home and I'd eat dinner real quick, and then I would like go to bed. Good evening, Asher. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you after all this time. How you been? Good, I hope. But I would do that all day, and then I would like immediately go to bed after finishing everything. I've been all right. I've been surviving. I've been alive, kind of talking about my journey and my absence and what's been going on with me right now. So yeah, I was doing too much, and I was burning myself out, and the stream was suffering from it, like quality wise, and I didn't have the time or energy or motivation to like work on stream to make it better, even though I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to do. So like that was also frustrating. So it at this point I'm working on just like taking care of my own mental health, trying not to feel guilty about stuff, and figuring out a good balance of things, so that I can make sure that everything I'm doing well, and that I'm like giving my all to everything, and not burning myself out, importantly. Like I said, my schedule is changing fairly substantially, start July, and so that'll be like nice. It'll be easier for me to support all of the things that I'm trying to do, without it becoming overwhelming, hopefully. At least a little bit easier. I won't have to go in so early. I'll be able to leave a little bit earlier on a daily basis, and those few hours every day, not feeling so rushed and overbooked, will be really nice. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for stopping in, Asher. I'm sure we will catch you around. It was very kind of you to come in and check on things. I hope you have a good evening yourself, if you don't end up here back later. So yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else big going on. But that's mainly it. I'm just chilling. Just trying to ride it out. Like I said, I'm getting back to my healthy habits. Really, I guess one thing that like I've been annoyed by is I really haven't been in a creative headspace. Part of why I haven't been streaming. Like, I just haven't been... That hasn't been like a part of my thought process. I haven't had the creative energy for that. And also, like, I was a little bit scared of coming back to streaming, which is why I needed Yume's motivation to get back to it, because I was worried that like people weren't going to be interested, and all of those things that streamers worry about, which I'm not too worried about. I mean, I'm always I am very grateful, as I've said many times before, for like, you know, everyone that does anything here. You know, anyone that chooses to spend their time with me. And I'm more than comfortable of, you know, building things back up. That's not an issue. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to do my best. Really. That's the honest truth, is I'm just trying to do my best. And I'm trying to be respectful to people. Like, I'm trying to make things worth their time. Which maybe shouldn't be the way that I'm thinking, for me to think about it, but It is, regardless. But yeah. Other things, I'm back into like this weird space where I'm trying to figure out like games, and I'm having a tough time with like what games to play. Genshin will be pretty easy. That'll be a regular feature. But I guess one important thing is like, I don't know what my stream schedule is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be like for the near future. So I guess a lot of announcements are going to be play Skyrim. I could play Skyrim. I could just plain old Skyrim, or the Oblivion remaster. That might be fun. I remember I played original Oblivion on my original stream like almost 10 years ago. It probably was 10 years ago on my old account. That'd be kind of funny. But I don't know. Part of me is like, those were bad streams when I did them back then. I love the remaster. You left the rest, man. I haven't played the remaster. I really want to, because Oblivion. I love Oblivion. I've probably talked about it here, but like, Oblivion's one of my favorite games of all time, and I have very, very fond memories of playing it. It was one of those games that you play that like, it kind of expanded my worldview on gaming. And I was playing a lot of games around this time that did that to me, because for a long time, I'll give you like a little bit of Cyrus lore. For a long time, my family was like we weren't a strictly Nintendo family, but we were very like retro oriented. So I grew up playing the Super Nintendo. I played that for many, many, many years. We didn't get a Nintendo 64 until well after it came out. Like, well after it came out. I think we got one in maybe like, 2008, 2009. We had a Sega Genesis. We had a Super Nintendo. I played a lot of those. So that is like my gaming heritage. We got a Wii whenever it came out, whenever that was. So I played a lot of the Wii. And then in 2009, I got an Xbox 360. And I got it with Modern Warfare 2 and Assassin's Creed 2. And like, my gaming worldview really started to kind of break open. With these games, I started to see that games could be like so much more, so much different from what I had come to know up to this point. And other games that did that were Oblivion, which like I ended up playing literally when my friends came over and they mentioned it, and I was like, what is this? I've never played this game before. And they're like, you've never played this game? And I was like, no. And they're like, you need it like now. And so I bought it on the Xbox Live Arcade and like downloaded it over the course of 4 hours on like the kilobit Wi-Fi receiver that the Xbox 360 had. And I played hundreds of hours of that game. I played it until the save files broke on the 360. I loved it. It's one of my favorite games. The other game that did that was when my friend gave me Mass Effect 2 to borrow. Well, he didn't give it to me. I borrowed it. Though I think I might have ended up stealing. No, I gave it back to him. He literally just like handed it to me, and he's like, you need to play this game. And I was like, okay. And I played it, and I kind of laugh about this in retrospect, but I played Mass Effect 2, and in my mind at that point, like, sequels to games were not like movie sequels. I was like a 2 in a game, because, you know, again, I grew up playing like Mario, and then Mario 2, and then Mario 3, Super Mario World. Like, in my mind, every iteration on a game was a reinvention, it was an improvement, but it wasn't necessarily a sequel in the way that movies were sequels. And then I played Mass Effect 2, and I didn't really understand, like, I understood that there were story elements that I wasn't getting, but I didn't really pay too much mind to that. And Mass Effect 2, first off, is a amazing game in isolation. You do not have to play Mass Effect 1 to play Mass Effect 2, even though I would absolutely, obviously recommend it. And then I played Mass Effect 2, and I was like, holy shit, like, this is a game. This is incredible. This is doing things that I didn't imagine possible. And so that was like another really important gaming experience on the 360. And then I think that same friend gave me BioShock 1, like had me borrow BioShock 1 to play at one point as well. And that was also like obviously super, super impactful to me. So all that is to say, yeah, you know, I'll consider playing the remaster for for Oblivion. That might be fun. But that is something that acts as an obstacle. I'm not going to say it's an obstacle to me streaming, but it's a level of stress that I don't want to have to worry about. And I really shouldn't worry about it so much, because I think my impression is people don't care what I'm playing. That's much less, like, it's very secondary to like me being here and interacting with people. I don't know. I overthink that a lot. I overthink everything, but I definitely overthink game selection way too much. I also never finish anything. Which I'm recognizing is just kind of a me thing, and I'm comfortable with that. I don't really need to finish the games that I play on stream. That's not the stream experience that I'm building around, but I am cognizant of that, and I'm like, I should probably pick games that don't really depend on linear narrative. For the funny hot fox boy, well, you got 3 of those adjectives. Or no, 2 of those adjectives. I'll let you figure out which 2. So yeah, I probably need to pay less mind to that. And part of that, again, I'm just yipping and yapping here. Part of that is working on making the stream more interesting and more engaging, and figuring out ways to do that. And I have lots of ideas. I have lots of things to add. I think I redid the post-its. Are the post-its still not updated? Oh man, I have to remember how to yip. How was I yipping? I gotta like find it. I gotta find it deep within me. I had it. It was there. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm scared. No, they haven't updated, and I don't know why. Well, this profile might. I just have to find where that is. I have to edit it. I'll refund you for that because it wasn't goofy. Where's it? Where's the yip? It comes from the diaphragm. It's like a yip. No, that's not it. Yeah, there it is. There's the yip. It's more of a m sound. There we go. We found it. It's not a mew. Marble Iris, welcome. Also, a new face, unless I've forgotten you, in which case I apologize. You came at the perfect time to hear the yips and the yaps. We're yipping and yapping tonight. In fact, new title. Because that's what we're doing. We're yipping and yapping. Welcome. Good evening. How are you? Glad to have you here. Not new. Okay. I'm bad with names, so forgive me for forgetting. But welcome. It's good to see you. I also haven't been online in a while. This is my return. Return to the space. What was I talking about? I was talking about games. Just played some Isaac. That would have been a long time ago. I played Isaac a couple of times. Damn, do I like me some Isaac. I love Isaac. I was playing a bunch of Isaac the other day. I did. I actually played a decent amount. Well, I say a decent amount of Mutagenics. I streamed Mutagenics for a good couple of weeks. I need to get back into it. I'm a little scared because I'm not good at it. I liked it a lot. I liked it, like... I don't want to say I liked it more than I expected to, but I found it a lot more approachable than I thought it was going to be. I'm usually a little scared of those kinds of games because I'm worried that they're going to be very micromanagey, and for some reason, despite all of my attentional skills, I'm not able to dedicate my attention to like very technical, detail-oriented, like micromanaging things like that. Don't get me wrong, I love a management game, but I need the management to be very simple. Like, hey, you do these 3 activities and you earn money from doing these 3 activities. I don't need to know, like, oh, if you have these 2 cats with these traits and it's on a Tuesday during the evening of a full moon, then you can get this. Like, I don't want to micromanage that shit. So, all that is to say, Mutagenics was a lot more approachable. I'm still bad. I think I've made it... I can make it consistently into the sewers, but I keep getting thrashed by bosses in the sewers, and I was kind of frustrated. While I was kind of frustrated with how difficult those bosses were proving to me. It was a situation where, like, I don't know how to fucking beat that. What the hell am I supposed to do? What am I eating? This is my vitamins and a mixed drink that's the color of, like, Ecto Cooler from the 90s. Like, it's distinctly green. Distinctly green. Almost like Nickelodeon slime green. Do they still do that? Do they still have slime? I don't think that's a thing. There's a new emoji. Is that what you used? Because that must be like a Better Twitch TV thing or something, which I don't think I have installed on this profile. One of the things that I'm currently doing, and if this stream is a little scuffed in any regard, I apologize. I made a whole new profile on my desktop that's like sanitized of any personal stuff, specifically for streaming, so I can like use the internet and things without worry about like doxing myself. But part of the product of that is I have to reconfigure absolutely everything that I'm doing. So that's part of the process. Look at the Discord. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, it's the eye emoji, the one that looks like it's being like squeezed. Yeah, what's up with that dude? What's he doing? Speaking of Isaac, I think of the squeezy toy every single time I see that emoji. I don't know what it's supposed to imply otherwise. Who's making emojis? Like, is there like an international emoji council that convenes and reviews emoji ideas? Because I have some suggestions. I also would like to complain about the removal of some emojis, because over time the keyboard has evolved. I don't understand why we're changing it. Let's back up and go to that. I don't understand why we keep adding shit or changing shit, moving, like taking stuff away. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there used to be like smiley emoji that I used all the time, and then they got rid of it for some reason. I think it was like, because now we have the like lovey hearts one that's like, oh, I'm being loved, but I guess there's the hard eyes. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. Add the burger emoji. Is there not a burger emoji? There is a burger emoji. Happy birthday. Is it my birthday? Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday to you, Kill Assist. It's my birthday? Is that true? Oh, okay. Well, apparently it's my birthday. I'm 1 year closer to dying. I'm glad that you're all here to witness it. You got me a gift. Oh, gosh. Now I'm scared. Happy Father's Day? Look, don't say those words to me. Don't scare me like that. I've managed to go this long without hearing that. I don't plan on starting right now. Oh, burglar emoji. Is there not a burglar emoji? I'm the father? Oh, it's a beautiful octopus. Thank you. I love it. It's a squid. It says squid. You lied to me. Squid 1, Squid 3, and Squid 4? Where's Squid 2? The hell, dude? Thank you. I love it. I love it. It looks delicious. Burglar emoji. It's a pretty squid cross-dressing as a pirate octopus. Well, you know what? I support this squid's fashion choices. There you go. There's a proper squid. We call them krakens where I'm from. Not squids. You can't stand seafood? Any kind of seafood? I'm not going to blame anyone for their dietary preferences. And of all of the dietary preferences I would make fun of, seafood, not liking seafood is not one of them. Because I get it. Seafood's kind of gross. Does that apply to... Does that apply to fish? Like, do you not like fish? Or is it just other seafood? Because some people make an exception for fish. Kraken me? Are you offering, Carmel? Is that a promise? Because, I mean, fish you can take or leave. I mean, I personally like fish a lot. It's one of my preferred types of protein. I feel like fish is a chore to eat. Like it's too much effort, or you just don't like the palate like flavor of it. Oh, I mean, are you eating like branzino where you have to fucking worry about the bones and shit? Because I don't eat fish like that. I eat like just I was gonna say fish fillets, but that's gonna make it sound like I'm just eating like a Filet-O-Fish from McDonald's. But like, no, I eat just fish, just plain fish. But like I said, I'm not really gonna blame anyone for not enjoying fish or seafood all that much. Fishy taste that don't like with fish. People don't like with fish. I like it. Oh yeah, no, I mean I can understand that. I don't really eat any fish with tiny bones in it, so it's not effortful for me, but I can imagine if I was eating fish that way, I would probably be like, yeah, no, I'm too lazy for that. Look, my dinners right now, I think I talked about this maybe a little bit before I left. I have the most fucking boring diet like in the world right now. You like the fishy taste? I like the sea taste. Like I like things that taste like the sea. Not too much so. But a little bit. I like the sea in general. I want it in my body. Can prepare the fish. Well, you have to pay extra. Yeah, I mean that's part of the price, you know. Did eat squid. Thought it was kind of like eating an alien. It is kind of like eating an alien. I like squid. I like octopus. Sea animals are kind of freaky as fuck. That's true. Like I mean, to your first point, they are basically aliens. Like you watch documentaries and shit about stuff that's in like the deep ocean. That they are genuinely aliens. Fish under 5,000 kilometers. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is wild. Let's like look at the oh that's like way over that. It's actually kind of a cool way of having this, as long as we're not focused on it. But like look at these things. They're fucking weird. You can't really see it if I do that. I guess I can go to this. No, I like having chat up here. But yeah, like that shit's weird. That shit's weird. They look normal in the water. That's true. I mean, that's not really fair to the blobfish. It says you're low in vitamin D because you have an unbalanced diet. Would you like some vitamin D? You set me up for that one, Carmel. Yeah, it's not really fair to take it out of the pressure and be like, look at how dumb this is. Like, blobfish didn't do anything to deserve that. Don't slander your boy Goblin Shark. Look, first off, Goblin D's nuts. Got him. Second off, like, that dude looks weird. Okay? He's got a fucking schnoz. They can survive that pressure. Yeah, you kind of wonder, like, I guess over millions of years, fish probably just like gradually got deeper and deeper into the ocean, right? Because that's how like natural selection and evolution work. They just got deeper and deeper and gradually evolved to be more and more pressure resistant. But it is just kind of weird. And they would evolve like things to get food and the bioluminescence. Man, one of the things that really freaks me out is like, I don't even know how to describe this. But it's this shit. Okay, can I find a picture that's not like, that's not covered in Shutterstock? Like stuff. Can I get a good picture of this? It really freaks me the hell out. It's just like open water looking down. And you get, this isn't like a particularly good picture of it, but you get this, you get the light like going down. What the hell is going on? This isn't even, this is horrible. I look like I'm about to give a fucking like Sunday mega church lecture or something. You know what I'm talking about though. Like this view where the light is just going down to a vanishing point and it just gets darker and darker. That scares the shit out of me. It scares me so bad. I don't like it. I don't like the deep sea. I'm fascinated by it, but at the same time, the ocean just scares me. Called Twilight Level? Is it really? Same for space? I think I'd go to space. I don't know, maybe I just don't like have anything tying me to the Earth, really, but I feel like I'd go to space. If they came to me and they're like, hey, we need a normal ass white dude to go to Mars and repopulate the planet with the Martians, I'd be like, you call the right guy. I'm on it. Let them send you to Mars. You wouldn't get there in time. Doesn't it take like 18 months to get to Mars? Okay, I guess I can include you guys in the process here. Take to get to Mars. It's actually not that bad. I thought it was going to take longer. 6 to 9 months. I thought it was like 18 months. Huh. Well, that's better than I expected. With current propulsion technology. How reliable this is questionable, but... Yeah, I'd go to Mars. I feel like it'd be a lot of work. You gotta, like, garden and shit. I don't know if I'm cut out for that life. But if they needed, like, a specialist for something... I wouldn't want to be one of the people setting up Mars. Let me put it that way. I don't want to go there. I don't want to have to like do the Martian. I don't want to like grow potatoes in my own shit. Set up little tents, all that. But if they're like, hey, we've got like a little biodome going on. Biodome starring Pauly Shore. It's got like a few hundred people there. Do you want to go and contribute? I'd be like, yeah. Like I'd do that. I can survive on a ship for 9 months. That wouldn't drive me crazy. How long do you guys think that you could survive in a 1-bedroom apartment? Let's assume that you have like all of the food that you need, right? You have all of the resources that you need. It's just the fact that you're isolated. You can watch TV and movies and play games, but you cannot like socially interact with people. So you can't like chat with people on Discord. Yeah, without leaving. Like it's purely, all of your needs are taken care of. It's just purely existing in a single space. Brave volunteers or stupid volunteers. You'd be there so fast, but why? But why? Just so you can say that you died in space? But yes, without leaving. I think I could make it a good amount of time. I don't really go stir crazy. At least I have not been anywhere so long that I've gone stir crazy. But admittedly, I haven't been inside for that long. That for a while because you were sick and you gotta say after 2 months you crave outside and people. I can see that. Everyone's different, for sure. For sure. Oh, you were quoting Markiplier? Not familiar with that Markiplier quote. Admittedly, I never really watched Markiplier. I was always much more into many smaller YouTubers, but I liked Iron Lung, so I'm a Markiplier fan post Iron Lung. All right, one of the OGs. I was there. But yeah, I mean, I can see after 2 months, like definitely starting to really crave social interaction was probably what it would be for me, because even as an introvert, I need like to engage with other people on and at least an occasional basis. I think I could, for like 3 weeks, I'd be chilling. I would be like super happy. And then after that, it would probably be a good few weeks of I would be sinking myself into like projects, and I would get a lot of shit done. I would probably make like a whole ass video game. make it a few more weeks, and then yeah, I mean, I think 2 months is like a something that would set in. You'd have to have very deliberate like mindfulness exercises, like journaling and any sort of thing to kind of keep your mind straight. Would happen eventually, yeah. Now, I guess here's another question: how long do you think you could last in solitary before like going crazy? So we're talking like no stimulation whatsoever. Because I think anything longer than like 16 hours is like a war crime or something. What do inmates call each other? Why is that? People also ask. The religious campaign against torture. Okay, I just want to know how long, like 15 days to 1 month. That's crazy. How comfy is the bed? Not very. Not very. It's like the second least comfortable bed that you've ever slept on. Not the most uncomfortable, but like the second least comfortable. Underground in solitude, but anything bad could happen with the dock cabin. That's true. Like you're living with the constant fear that something might just fail. And I mean, I guess you would pretty like quickly not be it would not be your problem for much longer, so that's good, I guess. Wonder if sleeping on the ISS is kind of cozy. I bet it would be. As long as you don't... Well, actually, I don't know. Because part of what I find comfortable in sleeping is like the weight of my like blankets and me sinking into the bed and kind of becoming surrounded by it. So the lack of gravity might actually really, really fuck with my sleep. An hour. I feel like I could make it. First off, your sense of time like completely dissolves when you're in solitary. But I feel like I could make it maybe a week. If we're talking like locked in this room, cannot leave, like single room, no stimulation whatsoever, I'd have to have like a very deliberate approach to it though. I would sit down at the beginning of it and I was like, okay, I am going to do an entire world building project. Like I am going to build a D&D world from the ground up. And I would come up with like a roadmap for what I was going to design. I was like, okay, first we're going to start with geography. Then we're going to get into like the creation myth and deities and gods. And then we're going to get into races. And then we're going to get into like ancient history and then prehistory and then modern history. And then we're going to get into specific characters and cities. Like I would have to like lay out an entire progression of what I was doing just to keep myself occupied. And it would be every mental effort would be dedicated to figuring out like to being as engaged in this as possible. Muscles atrophy extremely quickly in space. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. I've seen like there's like specific exercise machines that they're supposed to use a certain amount of time every day or something, but they're still like super atrophied when they get back to Earth. And so they like need help walking and like getting out of the capsule and stuff like that. Isn't there just a like a website called like The Button where it's just like Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Stop whatever this is. No, I want like ad blocker. I don't want this. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Push them to the ground, artificial gravity. That is kind of cool. Not eating fresh fruit has got to suck, though. Yeah. Yeah, I never even considered that, but I think you're right. Because that would definitely wear on you after a while. Do you think... do you guys ever think about how you would like build a bunker for an apocalypse, like food and all that kind of stuff? I'm installing an ad blocker. Hold on. Okay. Better. Better. They snuck Nutella onto Artemis. Worth it. God, that shit must have been so valuable. Can you imagine? First off, can you imagine being the dude that snuck something onto like a rocket and then onto the ISS? First off, you're like, that's the highest profile smuggling operation ever. But also, can you imagine the kind of things that people up there would do for some Nutella? Oh my gosh. All right, I found the website, and now it's no longer littered with horrible ads. Everything you touch turns to gold and can be reverted back by touching it again. But people cannot be reverted back. Does it count as murder? Or is everyone just like, well, they're gold now? Also, what am I going to do with all that gold? It's heavy as shit. How much would a person's weight in gold be? Oh god, that would be like volumetric. It wouldn't be weight based, right? Yeah, you could wear gloves. Like you could control what you're turning to gold, even though you'd never be able to feel like the touch of another human being, which is a pretty big negative. I'm going to be honest. But like, how many? Okay, here's a question: how many cubic centimeters is the average human? What is the average volume of the human body? Oh man. Okay. I want to know how much. Okay. How much is this worth? Basically, I'm saying if I murder someone, how much gold are they worth? Gloves would be gold. Then you wouldn't be able to move. Clothes would be gold. So you'd have to be naked. This is becoming a lot more inconvenient than I thought. On the upside, you could easily murder someone and the person you murdered would be worth almost $200 million. So there's an offer for you. And you can almost certainly pay your bail with that money. But yeah, I think I would pass as well, because like that's just not a good deal. Yeah, most people said like fuck that. You can go into the Pokemon world back and forth, but you can never see your favorite Pokemon. How fucking twisted is that? Like, I mean, I guess like it just doesn't exist. That's very well suited for a Pokemon adventure, though, right? What's the downside? I mean, I guess that you can never see your favorite Pokemon. And so, but you can spend the entire time on a quest to find your favorite Pokemon. Maybe you don't know that your favorite Pokemon doesn't exist. And so that's your mission, right? You don't necessarily have to be the best trainer. You can just be the person that wants to find. You're that dude. I know there's that dude in the games that's like, I will give everything to find a fucking Cresselia or something. Yeah, it's also not like I have my favorite Pokemon. What are your guys' favorite Pokemon, by the way? I have my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon's a Litwick. And I love me a Litwick. Welcome back, Asher. We're pressing buttons. We're doing chats. I love Litwick. That being said, there are other Pokemon that I like a lot. And so even though I would be sad to never see my absolute like 100% favorite Pokemon, there are still other Pokemon that would be like pretty damn cool. So I feel like this is a solid press. Squirtle, solid. Anyone who picks unevolved Pokemon as their favorites are like kind of based. I'll be honest. I'm not faulting you if you like an evolved one, because Chandelure. Oh, look at us, Carmel. We're on the same wavelength. I really like Chandelure. Like, Chandelure is on my like prime Pokemon team. My like the Pokemon team that I would put together if I was a trainer. Chandelure's on there because I'm not keeping it as a Litwick. As much as I love Litwick, Chandelure is awesome. Like unevolved Pokemon because they are innocent. Yeah, you know, Pokemon definitely suffers from the problem of every evolution becoming like a little bit too serious. There's not a whole lot of evolved forms that preserve a lot of the cute and whimsy of the early forms. I remember, I think it was in Crystal, because I played a shit ton of Crystal. Crystal's my favorite Pokemon game. Is it the best one? No, but it's my favorite. I had an entire team of babies that all had Everstones. So I had like a Pichu, a Teddiursa, which isn't technically a baby, a Bonsly, a few other just like really cute Pokemon. I enjoyed that. They lose character when they evolve sometimes. It's true. Or at very least they become a little bit more like normal. Like they just become animals. By the way, I feel like I need to tell people about this. Is this still a thing? Pokemon Revolution Online. Is this still a thing? Oh, it is still a thing. This game, if you like Pokemon, don't tell the Nintendo company I'm telling you about this. The Archeops line kind of does. Archeops. I have to remember this one. This thing's hideous. I'm sorry if I just offended someone who likes. I mean, it definitely preserves the character. It's a little less baby and goofy, but it's not like totally. It's not like totally different. Anyway, this game is an online Pokemon MMO. It in an enhanced fashion replicates. Hear me out, okay? It pretty much replicates each of the games in a contiguous world. Like nothing about this I don't think is like legal. I don't know how they're up. I genuinely don't. But it's really, really well done. I played hundreds of hours of this, and I'm not ashamed to say that. And you go through each zone, and it's pretty well balanced. Like it's pretty challenging. Actually, the first Kanto is really fucking challenging. Like it's super hard. It gets easier each zone that you go through, like each one. And so like you'll finish one region and then it'll lock all of your Pokemon and then you'll have to start over. But you can take your Pokemon out once you finish the region, and you can actually take them out to fight the Elite Four too. It's really, really good. And so keep it on the DL, but like if you're ever interested in like if you're ever on a really big Pokemon kick, but you kind of would like something that's a little bit new, a little bit different, while still preserving a lot of the authenticity. You don't want to do like a ROM hack or something, and you want a contiguous experience where you can collect all of the Pokemon, give this a shot. Also, they have like seasonal events and bosses, and there's like these long, elaborate quest chains to get legendary Pokemon, and like it's really fun. It's really fun. You haven't played a Pokemon game in a long time, I think you said. Yeah, I mean, because fundamentally when you start this game, it's literally just Pokemon like Red and Blue. It's just the first game. It's I have nothing but good things to say about this experience, and it's free, so it's not like it requires any sort of investment on your part. Yeah, I hope not. Or I hope at very least. I mean, it's flown under the radar for a good, like, 3, if not more, years? I don't know how long this has been around for. I'm trying to see if there's just, like, some ancient-ass thread. But it's been around for a good while. Yeah, no, it's been around for years. I haven't played it in like 2 years. And I want to say it's been around since like 2022 or something. Like it's going. I have no idea. Some of these skirt the rules because they like technically require you to upload a ROM, and then they tell you like, we do not recommend, advise, or endorse pirating ROMs. We only endorse like downloading legal copies of games that you have purchased or whatever. Some of them skirt it that way, so they're like, hey, you shouldn't technically have access to this unless you technically ripped a save file from your technically legal game. But this one's like, nah, fuck it. But anyway. No, not for this one. Not for this one. Some other MMOs do that. But this one, no, this one is just like a download, create an account, and play it. I really hope, and this gets into a different discussion, but I really, really hope that if this ever goes down, like offline, I really hope they release the whole thing as like a single player hostable experience. Because it would be, I mean, in my opinion, it would be like the definitive way, or private servers, exactly. It would be like the definitive way of playing the Pokemon games, dead ass. Because I think they had, last I played it, they had Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, whatever the 4th generation area is, a number of different event areas, part of Gen 5, I think. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, there's like PvP in it too. Events. Anyway, lots of content. Would love for it to have private servers. Anyway, let me stop putting questionably legal content on my screen. Highly recommend. Yeah, we're pressing this button. A lot of people are like, if I can't see my favorite Pokemon, I'm not interested. Here's what you do is you tell it your favorite Pokemon is something like Caterpie, and then you never have to worry about a Caterpie. Or whatever your least favorite Pokemon is. What the hell is this? Bug in my room. Get out of here. Get out of here, fly. You will have fabulous hair for the rest of your life already there. Your ears start to look like heads of snakes. That's kind of badass. They start to look like heads of snakes? Are they heads of snakes? Like, what does that mean? What is starting to look like them? Are they just vaguely snake-like? Would you guys trade fabulous hair for, like, vaguely snake-like ears? I feel like that's a win-win. This is a bad one. Yeah, we're moving on. Like, I already have good hair. I don't need anything else. You can cure cancer, but there's an 80% chance that you will get AIDS every time. No, like, I'm not a martyr. I can understand why some people might be motivated. Well, we have like really good retrovirals, so you could actually just like cure cancer and then treat yourself for the AIDS, but that's a bad question. Fabulous hair, in your opinion, is long hair, so it would cover the snake heads? Yeah, like I have long fabulous hair that covers my ears, so like it wouldn't even matter. You can have every book ever, but they are all printed in Comic Sans. Why would I need that? That's more books than I could possibly ever read. Yeah, give me a good one. Okay, here's a decent one. What's the downside? Exactly. You can eat anything from the world at any time for free, but you can't eat anything that has carbs. So you have magical food powers, but you're keto. That has carbs, period? Like, so you can't eat anything you want. Yeah, it's like, so you fucking lied to me. I'm sorry, Caramel. Like, because everything has a little bit of carbs. I guess pure protein doesn't really have any carbs, but if you were like, okay, I'll have curry, but I won't have rice. I'll just have like the curry. But the curry sauce has tomatoes, which are going to have like a little bit of carbs in it. I'm assuming for the purpose of this experiment, it's talking about like bread carbs. It's talking about grains specifically. This is a tough one. Carbohydrates are in literally everything. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm making a rule here that it's bread. It's grains, it's rice, it's, I guess that would also eliminate potatoes. So you can never have fries. You can never have rice. You can never have bread. At anything in the world at any time for free is pretty tempting, but you're eliminating a lot of options. A lot of options. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, it's probably worth it, but I don't know. Most people are not about that. They're like, nah, give me my fucking carbs. I'm not doing like romance ones. You get 50 of your currency. Your favorite electronic device gets a crack right down the middle, but it's still functional. That's a terrible deal. Also, no McDonald's fries in your life? Yeah, no. Like, you're taking away the select pleasures of eating. Could you eat your chair and get carbs? Yeah, probably. No, like 50? 50? You could like punch my phone or my computer monitor and be like, here's $50. Get yourself something nice. It's not, I mean, I guess like If 50 is a lot of whatever money you're using, then maybe, but have a 60% chance of winning $100 million or drop dead if you don't. I mean, either way, I don't have to worry about a thing ever again. You know? I don't think these are very interesting questions because it's like, do this thing or you die. I mean, $100 million is a lot of money, but being dead is also like forever. Money or cake or death? Cake, please. Yeah, like it's a dumb question for two reasons. Because one, humans are really bad at statistics, so like we have no way of really doing an effective job of making this assessment. And also it's dumb because it's like, oh, it's either like amazing or totally not your problem. Who even needs 100 million? That's true. Like this it's a fuck you amount of money. It's like never worry about anything else ever again kinds of money. But then it becomes a matter of like, okay, what the hell do you do with it? 60% chance is more than a 50-50. I'm not sure that matters. Because in either scenario, you're either dead or you're not. The statistics don't really matter. I will not, just because I like living, but I'm not surprised that that's like a 50-50. Gain $1 million right here and now, but have to kill 2 people before gaining anything. I've survived worse odds. That's true. Never tell me the odds. So we've gone down. We've gone to $1 million, and now we have to kill 2 people for it. Which, it's really just like, can you live with the moral burden of having killed 2 people for $1 million? No, yeah, no. Maybe I'm a goody. Anyone feasible. Well, it says you have to kill 2 people. So like I'm assuming that you have to like go and do it yourself. You won't be traced, but you have to be the one to actually like go and do it and go through with the process. You don't just like 2 people don't just drop dead randomly. Kill someone who's done very bad things. I mean, I was thinking through that and I was like, do I know anyone that's like bad enough to be killed? And the answer is like maybe, but I don't really believe in like the death penalty, and we don't have to get into that. But like, I don't know. I'm not here to be the like moral or the arbiter of who does and does not get to live like that. That's not. I don't want to be responsible for that. For $1 million, dude. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Walter White killed more people to get like 400K. Yeah, but like Walter White is an idiot. Like Walter White's just an idiot and like not a good person. So that's not like, yeah, but I don't know any child molesters. I don't know what you think about me in the circles that I run in, but I don't know where to find child molesters. I guess you could pull like a Chris Hansen, where you like like catfish them and then just murder them. I mean, that's not a bad strategy. That's actually a pretty good idea, all things considered. But look up names. You think they just advertise themselves on the internet? I mean, they probably do if you go on the dark web in certain places, but like, I don't know. I that gets into vigilante justice. You may have persuaded me. You may have persuaded me. I can be a little Batman. Just drop something big from your balcony, and maybe look, if you do it enough times, eventually you'll get lucky. And it's untraceable, so it's just it's basically it happening randomly. Then you hit a kid though, and then you have to live with that for the rest of your life. You know what? I would do it, and then I would catfish. Whose piano are these? I would do it, and then I would catfish child molesters. I think that's a reasonable strategy there. That doesn't feel like it's gaming the system. Marijuana becomes legal, the internet becomes illegal. I'm pushing this button. I'm telling you right now. Like, it's publicly available. Yeah, but like, I ain't about to go knocking on people's doors for it, because I can still die in that scenario, you know? Marijuana's legal in your country. That's what I'm like. Hot take. The world would be a better place if the internet was illegal and marijuana was legal. 2 reasons. 1, everyone would be way more fucking chill. Way more chill. Because I come from a state where marijuana is legal, and now I live in an area where marijuana is illegal. And let me tell you, no, it's not without the internet. It's with it. The internet's illegal, okay? And that means the internet goes back to being like the 90s internet where no one knew anything about it. I could still stream on like dark web twitch.tv, okay? It would just be illegal. But I'm a VTuber, so you can't find me to begin with. Checkmate. Government. Also illegal to who? Like, it's illegal in every country? I'm already a streamer and a criminal. Nothing changes. You hate the smell of weed? I don't particularly like it either. And I say this all as someone who's never actually smoked marijuana. But, like, I still believe that it would be better legal. But we don't have to get into, like, all the socio-political reasons for that. Don't press the button. I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the button. Stream just ends instantly. Not that many people press the button. Why the hell are you constantly smoking? You mean like right now? It's called Steam, baby girl. It's called Steam because I'm on fire. Are you gassy? I'm not gassy. No, no. Oh, God, it's terrible. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you said this to me. This is horrible. Oh, no. It's Steam. It's Steam. It's coming off of my hot, hot body. No, I'm not doing these horny questions. You'll gain any superpowers you wish. Your best friend will also get powers. Oh, all of my friends will also get powers, but will become your enemies, leaving you without friends. This is kind of badass, in a way. Oh, look, yeah, the ice bucket is supposed to get rid of the steam. The steam remains broken. But I can fix that. Hold on. It's in here somewhere. There we go. Should work. Maybe, maybe not. Wouldn't you rather be? You're already my enemy, Yume. You beat me up. Nothing would change in this scenario. Have the ability to turn sand into women and turn against you. What's the downside? Are they getting... Ooh. Am Spompert. Oh, hello, Spompert. Welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. New enemy gained. Oh, shit. I gotta fight my old chat. New enemy gained. Welcome, welcome. I look forward to seeing you on the field of battle as we duel to the death. Yes, it's Yume's girlfriend. Everyone say hi to Yume's girlfriend. Hello, girly pop. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. A yip? Oh gosh. Okay. I figured this out earlier. There we go. That's a yip. That's some 2 yips for you. You got a bonus. Steam, get out of here, dude. Oh, and my whole little my little stream deck is not configured, so you're just gonna have to deal with the farts, okay? These questions are lame. Yeah, is there like a... Give me like the most popular... No, I don't want to create a count for this. Meet your favorite band, but they break up shortly after. Katy Perry wins a Grammy. She stays irrelevant. That's fucking funny as shit. Oh, we're praising Spompy. Spompy, welcome. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for being here. I really enjoyed watching your stream the other day. I thought it was wonderful, and you were succeeding in all of the ways that I couldn't playing Resident Evil, because I'll tell you, I quit that game long before the point that you had gotten to, because I couldn't kill those fucking dogs. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Love to have you. And I hope you have a good time tonight. Oh, and now I'm pale again. Oh, chat. Chat, I'm just a mess. Oh, I'm a mess. That was like remarkably sultry. Whoa! I'm blue again, but I also am less pale. All right, what else can we do? Scrandle? Scrandle? I know like everyone plays Scrandle. I feel like I don't have like cool enough... I feel like I don't have cool enough food opinions for Scrandle, but we can put it on the screen at least. So, if I understand how to play Scrandle correctly, like, part of the relevant part of this is the price of these objects. Like, how much they cost. In addition to what it is. So we got a double bacon and egg cheeseburger or a cottage pie. I'm going to be honest with you, both of these look really good. And £5 for a burger, that's a pretty decent looking burger. And for £5, that's not bad. That's a double bacon and egg cheeseburger versus a cottage pie. Is this like a cottage... Is a cottage pie and like a shepherd's pie the same thing? Yeah, they're the same thing. I think they both look really good. Something about eating a meal like this is, first off, this is a full-on fucking meal. This is a lot of food for £5, whereas this is like a relatively small burger by the looks of it. Hydrate. This green drink I have is hydration, right? Right? Oh no, everyone's redeeming the same things. I have to... They are broken. I have to redeem. I haven't... Look, all right? I've been in a mood. I'm refunding your redemptions. I've been in the mood. I haven't fixed them, okay? I am going to get on it, though. I have not had the motivation. You will deal with Foxy for the time being. I don't know why they're broken. I don't know why. Anyway, this is a lot of food for $5 5 pounds, 5 ounces. But I would feel a little bit self-conscious eating something out of like an aluminum container. Get yourself some food, girl. Go eat, girl. Go eat. We're going burger. The public is with us. Oh no. Actually, this looks like good. It's also 12 pounds. But it's a grilled cheese with like short rib pulled pork or something in it, and it's got like a consomme. No. I wasn't asking. Consider that. What is this, dude? This is the shit they give you in the cafeteria in like elementary school, which I fuck with that kind of chicken patty. Don't get me wrong. There's something about the taste of those elementary school chicken patties that I love and would absolutely go to town on like 3 of them because it's just that chicken patty. It's a cheap ass bun and it's a little bit of ketchup or mayo. Not both. Maybe both. Maybe both on one. One ketchup, one mayo. And it's just like, it's great. But I'm paying the extra money. I'm not like, I'm not so down bad economically that I'm settling for that. Spitfire chicken burger versus Marsala potatoes. 7.5 pounds for this? Dude, you're out of your fucking mind. This is a whole ass burger and fries with whatever the hell is going on up here. I don't even know. This is the kind of hipster shit that you pay like $30 for. And they're serving it for a tenner. All right? There's no way at these price points you're going the fries. I'm sorry. This is a standard cheeseburger and fries versus salt and pepper chicken wings, which is horribly underselling everything that's going on here. Like, you got some onions and peppers. You got a good crisp on these wings. Like, there's clearly some sort of additional saucing. Yeah, you're going with the wings. I don't. Who is choosing that? Oh, okay. It's Battle of the Sandwich and Fries. Bacon cheeseburger for 13 versus a chicken burger for 9. Pick that burger from before versus both of these. Yeah, I would probably agree with you, especially because it was only 5 pounds. But here's what I'll say. These fries, way better than these fries, okay? These fries are blowing these fries out of the water. And this piece of bacon is really tempting. Not going to lie. Like, this is a perfectly cooked piece of bacon. Me and my friend have disagreements, like strong disagreements on the way the bacon should be cooked. This is a perfectly cooked piece of bacon. That being said, I still think you go with the chicken sandwich because, like, look at this. Look at how crispy this is. You got some sort of sauce. It's just, like, oozing. It's about to drip. You know you're going to, like, go for that bite right there. Try and get that before it starts dripping off the burger. This is a nice, like, brioche bun. Look at this sad and flat here. The fries are doing a lot of heavy lifting. Nothing else on this outside of the bacon is, like, really doing anything. Yeah. It's absolutely obvious. Oh, no. Okay, I just saw a lot of meat, and I was scared for a second. 86 pounds. Oh, wait, food included with ticket. Well, that's not fair. Steak with potatoes and garlic versus tempura udon. This looks good, and 5, almost 6 pounds is like not terrible. But first off, this is free. It looks like a good amount of food. Steak looks pretty well cooked for my tastes anyway. Might be a bit rare for some people. And you get potatoes and it's seasoned. I gotta go with that. Really? Oh, God. Oh, man. Europe, are you okay? Like, do you need help? What is happening here? I don't. Oh, it describes it below. Bread, lard, paprika, and raw onion. On the one hand, it's only a pound. On the other hand, I feel like I would pay someone a pound to not eat that near me. Is it like I get that it's Hungarian and I don't want to make anyone like I don't want to offend anyone's food culture. Lard? Like if you were like, okay, bread, butter, paprika, and raw onion, I kind of understand it a little bit more. But lard? Asher, man. Like lard is like Crisco. Lard is just flavorless fat. You wouldn't put that near your mouth either. Okay, thank you. Thank you. What the fuck is lard? It's just like it's like Vaseline, except like for cooking. I don't know. It's literally just fat. No, I mean of these two, we don't have price data for this, but I don't know. At least you eat the fries and then you take some fistfuls of shredded cheddar. I guess. Like, what do you mean that one? Are you insane? Oh no, Hungry, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Hungry. Eat fat on bread every now and then. Yeah, but just give the fat some flavor. That's all I'm asking. Like I said, if that was butter, it would have been a completely different situation. It's fat bread translated. Well, at least they're being honest. Should thaw your fried rice? You should thaw your fried rice. I can sit on it if you need me to. Or put it underneath my biceps to warm it up. Yeah, neither of these look appetizing. We got to stop with this, like, is this cum on bread with onions? Like, this is cum. At least this is curry goat. Does it look appetizing? No, but it's not. It's the same thing as before. Oh, you're right. It's lard bread with onion. No, this isn't even toasted. I don't know if it's supposed to be toasted, but it's just bread and cum. The fact that 10% of people still voted for that. Stop giving me this. What is happening? I'm not gonna choose it. What is it's this is the most appetizing of all of them, at least. The fat has a little bit of color to it. This has got a good amount of paprika. This red onion actually looks pretty decent. It wants to be, you're right, it wants to be chosen so bad. I'm sorry, Zeros Kenya. I'm still going like this. It's getting more compelling each one, but oh no, dude. Oh no. I don't like the way that they're holding it. It feels like it's gonna fall out. Like this is moments of, why is it in a tortilla? What is being served? Like, we have another pea pies and gravy for 3.5 pounds, which is not terrible. It's not appetizing, but it is just British food, so I'm not necessarily going to hold it against it. It's just a sausage in a tortilla with like ketchup. They're like, sorry, we don't do buns here. In Poland, I guess we have to do a flatbread instead. It's a pretty decent sized wiener, though. I mean, it's not as good as mine, but like it's pretty good sized. So you got to give it props for that. Honestly, I'm somewhat, I don't know. I see a little like O with a dash through it, and I'm like, that seems Polish. Norway is it Scandinavian? It's Norwegian. Okay, that starts to make a little bit more sense. This seems in line with Norwegian stuff. I don't know. I feel like this is better. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I'll be honest. All right, we got a standard. We got a standard corn dog. Oh shit! It does say in Korean too. Oh, and it tells you like what the date is. That's kind of fun. I didn't even notice that. Holy shit, real food. Exactly. Like these are two reasonable options. I do like Scrandle because it will contrast between absolute slop and actually like reasonable options. Here's the thing. I don't really like corn dogs. Admittedly, this looks like a good corn dog. And it comes with a mega pint. But the mega pint, which also, this is just a normal sized pint. Who's going to tell him? Like for $4.50, the combo, not that bad. The fries, how much we paying? Honestly, I'm probably still going for this. The curry sauce and fries doesn't really do it for me. Yeah. This comes with a mega pint. Oh shit, okay. Pork and stuffing baguette versus loaded fries from Australia. Now, when they say stuffing, do they mean stuffing like America means stuffing, or do they mean something else that means stuffing? Because when we say stuffing, we mean like a bread mixture. It's like bread and herbs. Nice seeing you too, Marble. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. I won't be around for too much longer, so you're not missing much. But thanks for popping by. Like in America, stuffing is bread soaked in broth. Not okay, soaked isn't like I have a stream schedule. I haven't solidified a stream schedule yet. The best way to know when I'm going live is if you follow the Discord. Once I come up with a pretty standard schedule, which will hopefully be here pretty soon, I'll be posting it to my channel. So you can also check in on that. But I will update that when I determine what days I'm going to be live. Yeah, you too. You too. Both of these look good. This is a hard one. In this situation, I think I'm going with the loaded fries. Oh, but pork and stuffing? Actually, I might be changing my mind. This sauce is looking really good, and I like the fact that you can eat it with a fork. This kind of bothers me because it's already got some like gravy that's spilling over the edge. This doesn't tell me what it's loaded with, which might help. Oh, that's applesauce. That's not gravy. Oh, dude, we're going this. I don't know. Like, that didn't feel like it should have been that disparate from one another. You know? What the hell is going on here? Rib meat roll. Europe needs to stop trying barbecue and just leave that to us. Because this looks like something died. It doesn't look unappetizing, that being said, but like this is not like brisket or something, pulled pork. Does the pint come with it? That's an important point. Also, this is A burger and wings? 12 pounds is a good amount. But these wings and this chicken sandwich look fucking fire, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Salt and pepper chicken balls also from England. Or whatever the hell it is. Just, I also like how this guy like took a bite and then was like, oh, I need to get a picture for this. I need to get a picture for Scrandle. Hold on. That's a chicken parm sandwich in a bun. Yeah, neither of these look particularly good. I kind of like the idea of a chicken parm sandwich in a bun. I don't necessarily agree with those. I don't think I'm wrong. Oh, dude, what? Like, this is just sad. These nachos are way better than this burger. This cheese is like stained glass. He's got it pre-chupped up there, ready to just close the container. Meanwhile, these nachos, picturesque, and it's actually cheaper than this cheeseburger, which should be a crime. Who is eating that burger? This is the burger you get when you didn't know what you were getting. You didn't see anyone else order the burger. You're like, oh, I kind of feel like a burger, and then you get this, and you're like, I am a little bit upset. Like nachos, 100%. Jerk chicken. That's a shit ton of sausage. Holy fuck! What? What? Dude? Please tell me those are 2 portions. Because like, also they're just like served on the styrofoam container that like meat from the grocery store comes in. Oh, I froze for a second. Sorry, I was like contorting myself to see the sausage. Oh my god, there's so much meat here. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. There you go. Look at all that meat. Look at it. There's so much. Want to see the sausage that bag? Look, I gotta compare. Okay, that's all. I'm tickled by the amount of meat here, but this looks way better. I'm sorry, than just a sausage just chopped up. What is in a is Sunday roast in a Yorkshire pudding? Or big old like shiny weenie over here. 8 versus 850. This is too much. England, you gotta chill out. You gotta calm down. I don't even like. They basically put an entire Thanksgiving dinner inside. What even is a Yorkshire pudding? I'm assuming it's not like a dessert. Classic British baked side dish made from simple batter of eggs, flour, milk, and water. So it's just a pastry. This is just like chicken and gravy and something. Are these like croquettes? And mashed potatoes in a massive. That's too much. I don't know. Although, what is going on? What is going on over a gunner dog? The fuck? I just don't know what's going on. I guess that's just the bun looking kind of weird. It's not like a gravy or something. I don't know. I feel like this is what everyone's going to choose, but I'm going to choose the hot dog. Can we stop forgetting that we're at a sporting event? Okay? I don't go to a sporting event and it's like, yes, I would really appreciate an entire meal right now. I want a hot dog. I want that dog in my mouth. Hot chocolate brownie or the med dog. This looks terrible. Meanwhile, this is incredible. Brownies are a top tier dessert. This is sad. It's also more expensive. Oh, it tells you what's on it. Beef something or other, kofta. Oh, that's probably talking about the actual like sausage. Cucumber, hummus, and hot sauce. It's a weird mixture. And this is from the US, weirdly enough. Not really about that combination of things, I'm going to be honest. This brownie, it's killing it in the brownie field. These long dogs. Waffle on a stick or way too much ketchup. Bulgaria, holy shit. German sausage, pickles, and ketchup. I mean, I like pickles. I'll entertain a little bit of ketchup on a dog, but like, this is too much. You murdered that thing. This looks pretty good. And it's only 4 pounds, which is not bad for one of them, maybe two of them. Maybe it was 4 pounds each. I'm trying to figure out what's going on over here. Put bottle of ketchup. Yeah, like, did the cap come off? Like, what happened? You saying that looks like toothpaste? It does look like a little bit like toothpaste. But that's clearly like whipped cream, and I fuck with that. This is coconut and something or other. Both of these look good. Both of these look like someone had like a good idea and executed on it. This looks like an accident. Cup of pigs in a blanket or a double cheeseburger. Those are some fat patties, dude. You can see the meat in there. And that dude, his mouth really went for that. Or hers. Their mouth, gender neutral mouth, really went for that bite. Gosh. How much do I like pigs in a blanket? These are kind of weirding me out what they're looking like. The bacon looks crispy, but I don't know if I'm buying pigs in a blanket at a baseball or like a sporting event, a football game. I think I'm going with a burger. Is that crazy? No, apparently not. All right, let's do like one more, maybe two more, depending on how quickly we get through it. Crispy pork belly for $1.50 in Thailand, or cheese and ham panini in Italy. Oh man, both of these look really good. I think I'm going with a crispy pork belly. It's a little bit unfair because it's like, it's in Thailand, so obviously it's going to be cheaper, but something tells me that this is not the highest quality cheese and ham panini that Italy can offer. Whereas this looks like really, really good crispy pork belly. And it's $1.50. Oh, we got another sad burger, dude. Double cheeseburger with cheesy chips or the signature burger. No one is picking this. In this matchup, no one is picking this. Because even though this does not look good, it is cheaper. It comes with fries. This is a Backrooms burger. Like, this is like, it feels like it shouldn't exist. Someone made this in Blender after like watching 2 tutorials. Jerk chicken and rice meal. Dude, this guy brought this from home. This is not something he bought. This is a Tupperware container that he snuck into the arena. This is just leftovers. Meanwhile, you have some like TikTok bullshit. Let me tell you something about this cake, okay? Here in America, also, this is like insanely expensive. Here in America, you can buy, there are these vending machines that sell cake. Let me see if I can find an example. Cake vending machine. Which I'm realizing, speaking to some Europeans, what that sounds like. It's like, oh, in America, you can get cake from a vending machine. Like, that's how fat we are, is we just have cake vending machines. But no, they're like, they're in airports and shit. Not that one's too nice. That actually looks like decent cake. But it's like the Cake Boss guy. He just made a bunch of vending machines, and you find them in like airports, and they're in like casinos and like around Las Vegas. Anyway, you can buy slices of cake. This is like the driest, most unappetizing cake. I mean, you can even see it. Like, the icing is just crusty. This cake is dry as hell. Like, you do not want to eat this. You do not want to eat this. The milkshake on the bottom of it might be okay, but also this is a mess. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to be doing with this? And you're paying like $16 or something for it. You want this. Yeah, thank you. Okay, there's some sanity here. Chicharrones or Korean chicken, which is not particularly specific. It looks fresh. There's some like veggies and shit in there. But meanwhile, this is just straight up fried pork skin, and that's pretty good. I don't know. I guess 10. The disparity in price is like huge between these two, but I feel like I would go for this over that. Yeah. Cheeseburger and chips, sad stadium burger versus what the hell is going on here? That is not a baked potato, or at least also is a wooden spoon with cheese, cream, and ham. No, Austria, dude, you need some different colors in here. Even the plate, even the utensil, it's all the same color. Oh, but it's $8.70 versus a cheeseburger, like a pretty shitty looking cheeseburger, fries, and a Fanta, not even a beer, a Fanta for 17 pounds. Okay, I changed my mind. Like, no, that's not, I'm not paying that much for that. I'm sorry. I'm getting the baked potato. Wales has got a chicken curry. I don't know why these look like frog legs or something. Versus pepperoni pizza cones. You get rice. Oh, there's some fries in here. Maybe I'm just not understanding European like stadium culture and what exactly people are expecting to like buy and eat. I just don't feel like I'm really buying a curry at a stadium. And maybe it's my feelings right now, but I feel like a pepperoni pizza cone. It was a close one. Okay? Ooh, some samosas. Versus, dude, this is like promotional imaging from fucking... Like, these are donuts? This is like a crumble cookie advertisement. This isn't fair. The samosas didn't do anything to deserve this matchup. But, like, how are you going to compete with that? You gotta go. It's at Wembley, too. You gotta go with the donuts. Come on. Not that those samosas don't look good, but... I saw this part. I looked at this, and I was like, oh, God, we got another bread and onions. What is this? Beer with lime, hot sauce... chili salt. Price for one, $4.20. Actually, that seems kind of good. But this, look at this sausage sandwich for $4. I would try this because it's basically It's basically like a spicy margarita, just with a beer instead. Which I actually don't have any issues with. I thought this was crushed and rolled in like flaming hot Cheetos, and I was really about to get like pissed off. I'm going with this fucking sausage bop though, dude. Not that that's bad, but that sausage sandwich looks good. I thought this was like the dude's knee or something. I don't know why I thought that, but he's like resting his knee in the container and then propping the chicken club sandwich up. There's also like a wrap. Or we got a hot chicken sandwich here. This is the hot chicken sandwich all the way. This isn't even a contest. I'm not eating that dude's knee. Sausage roll or a buffalo chicken sandwich with fries. Dude, this looks amazing. Again, not that this one looks bad, but it's also 4 times the price. Like, would you rather have 4 of these or 1 of these? It's absolutely the sausage roll. The fact that many people chose that. Okay, we're doing one more, and then we'll be done for the evening. Cobb on the Tyne. Most of it looks bad. I feel like all of these have been front-loaded good food, and then you get like a bunch of bad-looking stuff. I don't know. It's sausages, chips, and gravy in a hollowed bread. Why are we using gravy as a soup for a bread bowl? This looks really good and much more appetizing than that. That was really close. Too close, in fact. Double cheeseburgers, price for one, £8. Chicken curry and chips. This looks like a Factor meal or something. Like this looks pre-made. This is like meal. This is a meal prep container. But it's way better. You're out of your mind, dude. That's a fine looking burger, but the fact that you're choosing a burger over that is crazy. Okay, we got a chippy tea, buddy. Which is a fish cake on a bed of chips, topped with mushy peas and tartar sauce. Or a double cheeseburger. Now, this looks like a killer double bacon cheeseburger. And we're good. Oh, okay, that was really, really close. Bratwurst and beer with in classic. Oh, I can't slander the Germans, I guess, because it's Switzerland. In classic fashion, a piece of plain, dry bread and some mustard. The bread is throwing me off here because I'm like, do something with this. There's not an excuse to not do anything with this bread. Butter it, something. Or a chili cheese dog. See, the thing is, I bet this bratwurst and this beer both hit really, really well. And the beer might be selling me on it. This looks like a good chili cheese dog. Maybe a bit much. But the beer, it comes with a beer, dude. Oh, man. No, okay. Okay, we don't favor beers. Look at that pretzel! Holy shit! I don't know what's going on with these loaded fries. They look like they're like growing. This is something you find on like the wall of an alien spaceship. Only $2 though. This is a great looking pretzel. I don't know why it has like an airline tag on it or something, but you gotta fucking check this thing to get it home with you. But that's a good looking pretzel. I'm going pretzel. What do you mean? Dude, people are favoring cheese too heavily. Oh, here we go. Turkey and stuffing bop with roast potatoes and gravy. Or 10 snails in white wine vinegar. Belgium. We need to talk. with celery. Don't forget the celery. Yeah, you know, I'm open to trying snails. Not at a stadium, not in white wine vinegar, but I'm open to trying snails. That being said, I'm definitely going for this over that. And yeah, that's like the lowest proportion of anything I've seen. Oh, it's the salt and pepper chicken balls again versus a hot dog. People really liked these last time, but I'm not buying into the illusion. What is this, dude? Snails for food sound disgusting. I will entertain them in, like, if I go to a really nice restaurant, like French restaurant in France. They're like, hey, we have escargot. It's in a shit ton of garlic butter. And it's just these little, like, meaty bits. I mean, I eat shellfish. I'm not afraid. You know, it's essentially the same thing. I'd eat them. But they got to be, like, in a bunch of garlic butter and salt. I'm not eating them in just, like, at a stadium out of a cup. Zesty lemon pepper chicken strips, with seasoned fries, 10 pounds. The Kenny Henny. I'm holding, like, this is not good. Oh, those are the chicken strips. But it's with actual. Wait, these are chips, like American chips. These are not fries. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Thank you. These aren't fries. These are chips. But then again, this thing has kiwi on it. This is a kiwi and sausage pizza from Japan. So, like, even though I hate the Kenny Henny, I can't, in good conscience, choose that. Oh, no. Hot dog and a beer versus a chicken balti pie with a pint. This is 2 pounds. Honestly, at this rate, throw this away. I guess this is like an open face hot dog, like they grilled the whole hot dog. I don't know what they're serving it on. But, like, even if you didn't want this, throw this away and take the beer for 2 pounds rather than paying 10 pounds for whatever that is. More salt and pepper chicken, man. This looks a lot better than the previous salt and pepper chicken, I'll admit. Or currywurst mit palm. Doesn't that mean... Oh, with fries. This also has fries. I don't know. I kind of go with that. I feel like this is English biased. All right. It's enough scrandal. Enough scran. I also... with the currywurst. I thought that was good. All right. We'll call it there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Sorry I've been gone. Thank you for motivating me to come back and welcoming me back. It really helps. Because, like I said, I was a little bit scared about coming back to streaming. I was a little bit anxious and worried about that. So, yeah, you kind of heard it earlier. I don't have a perfect schedule pinned down right now because I'm trying to build a little bit more relaxation and, like, work time. Not work for, like, work, but, like, work on stream time. That's not stream, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to be streaming. But it is going to be like I'm back. I'm not like, hey, I'm going to be gone for another 3 weeks. Like, I'm back. I'm going to be a little bit inconsistent for the near future, so just keep an eye on the Discord and whatnot. But we'll be getting it. Thank you. Well, thank you for the motivation, Yume. I'm a little eepy. So, I'm gonna get to bed so I can get up and go to work tomorrow, because I do work this weekend. So, anyway, thank you guys for being here. Much love. Glad to be back. Yes, she will. She will beat me up again. She won't let me rest, especially because we still have a collab that we need to get to eventually. So we will get there. But until then, good night, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Happy Pride. Oh, and you bet I'm stroking my pickle. I'm stroking it right now.